It's retirement myth busting time, and myth number 3 is that your spending will drop when you retire. This one is a really outdated assumption, and I think it could catch a lot of today's retirees out. This is myth number 3 in my retirement myth busting series. As I said, I'm Beck Wilson, the author of How to Have an Epic Retirement. Follow me for more epic retirement myth busting. I hate to be the bearer of logic, but spending doesn't automatically fall when you retire. In Primetime, my second book, I spoke to some of the experts who talk about how spending patterns are really changing right now in modern retirement. Think about it. Boomers and Gen X expect more from life, and most of the people I know are actually intending to spend for longer than their parents' generation, who were more heavily reliant on government pensions. And most of them could never have afforded to spend the way current generations can. Add to it that people are healthier for longer, they're more active, and they're far more intentional about how they use their time today. They want to enjoy those good years. And let's be blunt, that costs money. What we see now is spending staying relatively high through people's 50s, 60s, and potentially well into their late 70s, if their mobility is still solid. Travel, experiences, health, hobbies, helping adult kids before downshifting their spending a little bit in later life. Then we see an increase at the end. And bear in mind, most people will now see higher spending on home care services and health for longer in their lives than we've seen before, because the governments are realizing that they have to pass some of these costs on. So if you build a plan assuming your spending will drop sharply the day you retire, you can end up underestimating how much flexibility and fun you actually want and need. So instead of stripping everything back and becoming a no-fun Nelly, think about the stages your life is likely to move through and set some realistic spending goals for each one. Want to hear more retirement myths? Pop me a follow.